Hello and welcome to the Brick Shack. So if you saw my last video, you'll have seen that I got 4 pick-a-brick cups in my Lego haul. And today we're going to go have a look at what I got. So like the last video, this is being filmed in my bedroom at my computer desk as it's just too cold in the summer house at the minute. So pick-a-brick cups are now actually £15 for a large cup. So there's £60 worth here. So let's see what we got. So before I take all the pieces out, I just want to show you the stacking method I do for these leaf pieces, because if you put these in loose it takes up a lot of space and there's a lot of air gaps, and because of the way they're made and the shape they are, other pieces can't really fit in, so you just be paying for a lot of air and that's just not good. So I actually stacked about 45 of those, I think it is, and I did 2 cups of them. So what I'm going to do is take this out and show you how much space is left. There we go. One big tower of leaf pieces. And this might surprise you, but that looks like almost a full cup. And we've just taken the leaf pieces out of that. But I'll show you, there's no air in that. That is pressed as far as it can go. So that's something you definitely want to do if you want to get a piece like these leaf pieces into a pick-a-brick cup. It definitely saves a lot of space. So I'm just going to do it again with this second cup here, just so we get an idea of what's left. So here we go. I might spill a few pieces, but we're going to take this one out, and there are pieces spilling everywhere. But there we are. There's the second tower. There's some pieces stuck to it. But yeah, as you can see, that's still full. So as you can see, that is still pretty much full. You can't really fit much more in there. You definitely wouldn't think you would fit one big row of them in there. So it's definitely a good idea to do that. So what I'm going to do now is go through all 4 of these cups, put them into this container here. I might need a bit more space than what's there, but I'm going to show you afterwards what we got. So I'm about halfway through the first cup so far, and I filled up 4 of those already. I think I may have gone a little bit overboard. Right then, first cup down, onto the second. Right, so I am 2 cups in, and it's getting a bit much. This tray here, it's quite a big tray. You can see the size of my hand in comparison. I filled up nearly the whole lot, and we've still got 2 cups to go. So here is the 3rd cup. And finally we have the last cup. So I'm just going through this last pick-a-brick cup here, and there's one thing I've noticed with pick-a-brick, and that is that I need to buy less of it, and I'll show you why. So if you were to guess how many of those green stem pieces there were, you'd probably say roughly about between 70 to 100 maybe. There's about nearly 300 in there already, and I haven't even finished sorting it. Also over here, there's almost 3 cups fulls of these 1x2 green plates, and I think I bought a little bit too many of those. So I've just finished sorting all of the pieces. So what I'm going to do now is show you what we have. So starting off with the 1x2 trans blue tiles. I actually bought these last time, if you saw that video, and I thought I'd get a few more because this is the last of them that they had. Moving on, I didn't get many, but there were a few of these fire elements, so I decided to get a few of those. There's quite a lot of these tan tiles, these dark tan tiles. I didn't actually mean to get this many, but it just happened, and now I've got that many. I've also got some 1x3 plates in dark green, some of these corner 1x1 tiles, quite a few of these light grey grill pieces, some of these bar pieces in black, and then this piece is actually the ice cream piece, or the popcorn piece as it's known, and I thought I'd use these as flowers in the city, and there's quite a lot of those as well. I also decided to get some more of these pink flowers. I've got a few of these brackets as they might come in handy. Quite a lot of these flower stem pieces, and finally a few carrots. So let's quickly go over what I'm going to use all these pieces for. So the tiles are going to represent water. The fire pieces I thought might come in handy for doing a fire in the city, like an emergency. The tan tiles I'm going to use in the park for some paving. The 1x3 plates I didn't actually need in a specific colour, but this is all they had, and I'm going to use those for extending my roads. The black bar pieces I don't really have any need for, but I just decided to get a few as they were there. They might come in handy later on. The 1x2 grill pieces in light grey will be used all over the city for drainage. These pieces I don't really need, but I just decided to get a few just in case I need them later on, because they can be quite useful. And then there's some more flowers for the park. Now I wasn't going to get these pieces because I didn't really see much use for them in this colour, but then I thought these could be used as flowers. So I think those will look quite nice contrasting against the pink ones. The carrots might come in handy for the park, as well as some stems to create some foliage, and I can also use them in the trees. And then finally, the bracket pieces, they might just come in handy throughout the city. Now that is quite a lot of Lego right there. But that's not all. We also have one big cupful of these leaf pieces here, and these are going to be really useful as I'm going to use those to make some trees in the park. Now just quickly while I've got this here, I just want to show you the importance of not just chucking all the leaf pieces in if you happen to find them at the Lego Pick-a-Brick, because there's a lot of air in this cup and you can fit a lot more pieces in here. As you can see, there's not anything in the bottom at all, so I really recommend you stack them together and fill the edges if you can. So finally, I went a little bit overboard. I was supposed to get 2,000 of these 1x2 plates, and these didn't have to be any specific colour because they're going to be used for raising my whole city in height, so they just need to be structural support. But then I thought these could also be used to create leaves or foliage in the park and around the city, so I could also use it for that. And it's quite surprising, but I have 2 full cups of that and almost a third almost full cup. That's like 2/3 if not more. So what I originally was going to do was count 2,000 of those, but there's just so many, I'm just going to assume there's more than 2,000 because it looks like there is to me. So that's all for today's Pick-a-Brick haul. We've got quite a lot of pieces and quite a diverse selection of pieces. We've got loads of these leaf pieces which are going to be really useful for the park, as well as way too many of those 1x2 dark green plates. But yeah, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.